Hey, y'all. Hey, everyone. Welcome back to the All About the Tea channel. I'm your girl, Monica, along with my fabulous co-host, dating expert and author, Monique Kelly. Tax expert and former Married to Medicine star, Buffie Purselle. Hey. Amir won't be joining us today. He's traveling, and DJ Richie Sky is running a little behind. He'll be with us shortly. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So today we are recapping The Real Housewives of Potomac. Karen questions Gizelle's relationship with Jamal, causing a heated discussion on whether or not Gizelle's relationship is even real. Then Robyn side. I know, girl.
I'm so here for Karen this season.
She's the MVP. She's the MVP. Then Robyn sides with Karen against her fellow green-eyed bandit. Uh-oh.
I was living for that
too. Me too. Finally. Good for you, Robyn.
Good for Robyn. All right, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all.
A website called All About the Tea.
She told All About the Tea that during the fight,
all right. Okay. So Karen, look, the episode starts with Karen meeting with Monique. Oh, I'm getting a little feedback. Let me just adjust my sound. This is a live show, y'all. Bear with me.
You sound like the Wizard of Oz.
You know, they already called me the Wiz. Okay. So is that better?
Yeah. Sounds better.
Sound better? Okay.
Am I
so
Is it me?
Hold on. Hold, please.
Just a little bit.
Hello.
That sounds good. That sounds really good.
I hear an echo. Do you hear an echo?
Hold on. I'm
a little bit.
If it's me. Is it me?
No, it's not you.
I think it's Monique. Oh, no, I don't hear it anymore.
I don't hear it. Yeah, there we go. We equalized it out. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started. So the episode starts with Monique and Karen meeting at a restaurant. Karen informs Monique about the group trip to Portugal. Monique is not fazed. You know, she's like, look, I'm not going to trip. She understands the dynamics of the group right now, and she's busy with her family anyway, right? Monique confronts Karen about telling Candace that if she was her, she would press charges. You know, and the amazing thing to me about Monique and Karen is that Karen is able to take that, right? Because it was supposed to be like, it's not a good thing what she said. Right. But she managed to take it and turn it into a lighthearted moment and make a joke out of it. Mm-hmm. She was like, girl, you know I can't fight.
Right.
I'll be screaming for security. They both laugh and they move on from it. You know, and then Monique reassures Karen that it's okay. It's not a crime to be friends with both her and Candace at the same time. Herein lies the difference between Monique and Candace for me, the maturity level, right? Yeah. Let's dive into that, y'all. Buffy, your thoughts on that scene?
I love Karen. I love Monique, obviously. That was some grown woman-ish. It's like, girl, we about it. Y'all ain't flying private, no way. So I'm going to stay with my husband in my mansion with my babies. And y'all going to stay in a little hotel. And it's cool. Y'all have fun.
Boom.
In a nutshell. Yeah. Monique, your thoughts on that scene?
I loved it because I was really disappointed in Karen, but she managed to be honest and flip it. One. Number two, Monique. I love Monique. This is the maturity. Like you said, she's not trying to make people pick sides. And to Buffy's point, Monique has a beautiful family to take care of. She ain't tripping, and I'm sure she's been to Portugal a few times. Anyway.
Just a few, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's
Exactly.
like, on my passport.
Right. Exactly. I mean, I'm sure she would have liked to go, but considering everything going on, it wasn't the right time. Yeah. So, Yeah, it would have changed the whole dynamics. And then you'd have Candace acting all crazy. She can't function. She can't come out of her room. She can't do that. I'm glad Monique said
I'm tired of this fight, Monica, though. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I'm tired of it.
You and me and America. Okay. America. For real. I mean, it's getting played out and it's getting tiring. They dragging it now.
Right. It was a wig tussle. Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was an accessory, as you said, Buffie.
I love that, Buffie.
She adjusted her accessory. Child, move on.
Yes. Let's keep it moving. They like the omelet that everybody's talking about that omelet Monique had.
That looks so good. That looks so good. Oh, wait, let me drink my
Okay, so over at Ashley's, she's giving Michael very specific instructions to take care of baby Dean while she's in Portugal. She's hired a nanny and directly asked Michael if he's going to behave while she's gone.
Fair question.
These jokes just write themselves.
They do.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Oh gosh. But then, outside of that, Ashley spilled some tea in a talking head confessional. She says that Monique asked her to write a statement regarding the fight, regarding her infamous fight with Candace, where Candace brandished a knife in her face. Remember that?
Yeah. A deadly weapon.
A weapon.
A knife. Yeah.
And her husband had to pull her off away.
That part.
Exactly. Twice. Well, if she brandished the weapon and then she got in her face and then the husband had to pull her off. And Ashley says the reason why she wrote the statement is because during the time that her husband was falsely accused of, pinching booties, both Monique and Chris, Monique's husband, had their backs.
Yep.
She also feels indebted to Monique because she admits that Monique also knew about her and Michael's threesomes and tryst sexual endeavors and never once said a word about it. So she has a lot of respect for, Monique.
Yes, those are real friends.
It's so funny though. When you watch the replay of Monique's fake surprise, now you can totally see she knew because she's like, oh, she's trying not to laugh.
Oh, yeah, that's a real friend.
That's a real friend.
Plus, it's cameras all around my house too, and yeah, them cameras was working in that basement. She had her girlfriend. Yeah, Monique had her girl Ashley's back.
She did.
Right. She was playing chess, the long game. She knew some issue was gonna come out later, and she needed somebody in her corner. So them cameras was miraculously down in that basement.
That part.
Right?
That part.
And Ashley is paying it forward. Very good. Muy bien.
I'm so happy it is. Because
that's how sisters act. That's how, that's a true sisterhood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of my friends tell me a lot of stuff. The left foot don't know what the right foot's doing. I keep, I don't even tell myself things.
Correct.
I'm afraid I might blurt it out in my sleep. So,
right. Right. Real friends.
Yeah. Real friends.
I love it.
Yep. Jacqueline, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you. She said, not pinching booties. And give me something to listen to at work. Thank you. No, thank you. Thank you, honey. So the ladies arrive in Portugal and they get settled into their beautiful, luxurious hotel rooms. And later that evening, they head to dinner and the shenanigans ensue. So they engage, in lighthearted conversation. And Wendy informs everyone that she's named after the famous fast food chain Wendy's. After her immigrant father was promoted to manager at the restaurant. Wendy and Karen start to, spar back and forth before Wendy essentially says that she's going to put a button on it. She's shutting it down. The conversation's over. We're moving on.
Are we? But are we though? For real?
She didn't want to keep bringing it up, and she practiced that little line in the bathroom too. Put a button on it. It was too well delivered. I'm just like, girl, sit down somewhere.
Exactly.
Karen ain't bringing it up. She don't want to keep bringing it up.
It's something going on with men. At this point, I think it's clinical. I think it needs to be addressed. Yeah, and narcissism is a major, mental health issue.
Yes, everything
serious.
about
You know what?
Dr. Wendy. I'm sorry, but she come for me.
Sorry, Dr. Wendy, for real.
But there's always these little moments where I like Wendy, whether it's seeing her with her kids and her husband, I love the story about how she got her name. It was actually funny. It was cute. And then she had to ruin the moment by talking about the degrees when they moved past it. I'm like, you ruined my moment to like you again. Come on, Wendy. I'm going to keep hope because I could not stand Ashley the first few seasons of the show. And now I am like Team Ashley. So I'm going to.
I always like Ashley.
You always like
from day one, honey. Yes. I knew she was running game from day one.
You knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate her from jump.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what's up with the perfection? I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sure. Let me be. I just need us to get into that.
Girl, so much. I'm biting my tongue right now. I'm waiting to say what I got.
So, with Wendy, I didn't find it to be a lighthearted moment because I could just feel it was a segue into her bullshit about her degrees. I could just feel it.
You knew it. You knew it was coming, Monica.
Oh, girl, just the tone. And even when she's trying to be lighthearted and sincere, it comes off as braggadocious and just pompous. I was just like, girl, ooh, please. So here we go. Gizelle is in full-blown Gizelle mode, and she pipes up and asks Ashley about the status of her relationship with Michael, right? According to Ashley, she's 100% back in her marriage. Robyn tries to step in and explain to Ashley that she shouldn't try to blame herself for her husband's infidelities. Gizelle then aims her trigger at Ray and Karen. She starts asking Karen if she heard from him. Why do you care?
If you heard from your husband, the shade in that.
I would think that, Buffie. See?
Have you heard from your husband? Have you heard from the pastor, honey, who lives in your phone?
Yeah. That didn't make any sense to me. Did she hear from her husband? Does Ray live in a different house or something?
Thank you. He does not.
No.
He does not. She was shady.
Mm-hmm. Right. Or trying to allude to something that we don't know about, So Karen says she has, and then promptly turns that gun back around to Gizelle. Asking her, you trying to take shots? Okay, here we go. She turns that gun right back around to Gizelle, asking her had she heard from Jamal, aka Pastor Holy Whore.
The
pastor. Karen tells her straight up, listen, where is Jamal? He's never in Potomac. He's never supporting you at your ventures. You're always alone. Let's dive into that for a little bit because the look of shock on that girl's face.
That horrible headband, child.
Oh goodness. That Gucci make mistakes too.
Child. Oh gosh, that was a whole waste of money.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was a mess. Like, how is she shocked? I mean, you going around the table about their husbands, grandpas, daddies. I mean, like, surely we're gonna get around to you and your pastor.
Okay. And furthermore, if you look at the episode, we already know Jamal is like in another land.
Right.
When she calls him, he sends her to voicemail in the beginning of the episode. It was quickly.
All the time.
didn't even let it bring a full ring, okay? Then she gets to Portugal. She's trying to throw him around. He's just pretty much like, I don't give a, you know.
Yeah.
And then you have the nerve to ask other women about their men. Don't ever come for Karen because you will get shot.
Shut down.
Shot.
All the way.
Okay.
That's a grown
what
marriage.
she said. What did she say? I'm proud of you. Oh,
As a proud man says by his woman, I said, yes,
exactly.
ma'am, Miss Karen.
Exactly.
Grandam.
Karen. Oh, and then this part.
Yeah. See, Gizelle is so used to the old Karen from like maybe 2 seasons ago, when she, you know, was more meek and mild because she had the tax issues with Ray. And everybody was attacking her. But no, honey, this is the new Karen. Okay, new wig, new bank account, new wardrobe.
Yes. New wig, new bank account. You're right, Monica. Yeah, new bank account, them taxes paid in current, businesses left and right. You're not gonna tell her, no, honey. She is back to Grandam status.
Yes, living in Potomac, in the big house.
The peasants in their place. But the peasants in their place.
The peasants in their place.
Yeah, honey.
And she's not finna throw tomatoes with them either. You know, she's ready to load that. She's ready to blast a nuke. She's not playing.
Listen, here's the thing. She wouldn't have said nothing if Gizelle would not have come for her.
Yeah,
right.
She
shouldn't have come for her.
Drinking her milk.
We got DJ Richie. Hey, baby.
Hey, DJ Rich. Oh, he came just in time for the best part.
The best part.
Look at that smile. Look so handsome. Iron Angel, thank you so much for that super chat. She says, was Monique surprised or was it legit surprised that Ashley told the girls?
That's a good point. That's a good
question. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Probably surprised she told them Brock's her business.
I think that's right. I think Iron Angel's right.
Yeah. She was just like, no, she didn't say that. Okay, so Gizelle, you know, she's like, she's trying to play it off like it's nothing personal. Jamal is just very busy. He's a busy man. You know, and then Wendy chimes in to support Gizelle and says, you know, all of our husbands stay very booked and busy, as a little dig to Karen, like Ray sitting at home.
Monica, I took it as a dig to Gizelle because I felt like she was saying, like, what, my husband's busy too.
Right.
Oh,
that's how I took it.
Right.
I think she was taking up for Gizelle, for Karen.
Yeah, and it was another opportunity for her to say, my husband has a Juris Doctorate. So he's
right. Yeah.
He's extremely rich.
But we'll get to that tea later, you know, her husband being rich. Okay.
Buffy, I love
Richie, what were your thoughts on that whole scene? You know, when Karen just went off, she loaded that gun, turned it back on Gizelle, and was like, where your man at?
So just real quick, I gotta tell you, I was late because I was editing an interview that I just did with Karen. So I was having all types of technical issues, so it'll be out after this is done. But
very nice.
So I did get that perspective from Karen herself.
Oh
yes. You're not gonna believe what she had to say today. What I will say though is, you know, I think it was good that someone finally called, you know, Gizelle to the carpet. I couldn't tell what Wendy was trying to do other than insert herself in a situation to sort of, you know, I guess it's a smart thing to do if you're a new character on a show, is to just continuously insert yourself where you're not needed, because then you get to make your mark. So I guess in terms of reality TV, whoever she was defending, she did what she had to do in order to, you know, stay in the scene.
Right. She did what she's supposed to do. We don't like her, but she did what she's supposed to do.
Right. Exactly. Right. I mean, you may not ever like her.
Yeah.
But
she's
doing her job.
She is.
Right. Yeah. That's true.
Who has a brand new dance named after her?
The Slither. Oh my goodness.
But we love that Robyn actually chimed in for a change. Thank you, Robyn, for trying.
She's finally doing what she's supposed to do in the scene. She's paying attention, saying something. And also to coming up from under Gizelle's shadow, right? Because it is just so nauseating how she always protects her and stands by her no matter what. So that was a great moment.
I agree.
I also liked what she said to Ashley. Actually, I thought that was a real girlfriend moment to say, I've been a new mother and had a spouse who was cheating, and you need to call him to the carpet because it's not just on you. That's a lot. I felt like that was a good girlfriend moment. I thought she was being real and coming from a real place with Ashley. So good for Robyn for waking up, honey. I mean, we might
like that too, Buffy, because Ashley really was trying to take that entire situation on, and that was not fair. I mean, I have never had kids, but from what I hear, your body goes through some major changes. So I mean, and she had stitches. Even I know we joked about it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, come on, Michael. Come on. And
Man.
I think that's probably also Robyn's wheelhouse, and it's probably more of her strength on the show than she would probably ever realize is having that type of story to tell and helping Ashley navigate herself through that. Right. And if she was smart, she would utilize that as a way to sort of amplify her own story as the season goes. But it was nice to see her sort of tell Gizelle, like, hey, yeah, Karen is right on this one. You do keep Jamal away from us. And why is that? And I felt like she didn't do it in a way that was shady. She did it in a way that was genuine and authentic. And I think that we need more of that from Robyn.
Yeah,
yes, absolutely. I agree. I just need Robyn to earn her keep.
Monica, she's like on an NBA team that wins the championship and she's just a bench warmer.
Yeah, she just sit on the bench injured every single season. It's like, girl, you didn't win no ring. It's not the same. You are not LeBron. You're not LeBron. You're on the injured list. Everybody got a ring. But, I'm going to need Robyn to earn her keep, speak up more, go against, especially next season. I'm going to need her to go against Gizelle next season if she wants to come back,
Just a little bit of tea that I did get from Karen, I'll give it to you guys here, is that she did let me know that that's the real Robyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, more of that. Okay.
Well, I think we need to show the real Robyn more often, for real.
They do. Really do. They need to show. We like her. We like her a lot.
Yeah, that's the Robyn we like. All right. So once back in the room, Ashley desperately tries to get in contact with Michael. Poor thing. She FaceTimes with baby Dean before bed. She finally reaches Eve, who is a nanny, and she's like, listen, Michael is still not home. So then Ashley, calls Michael and gets him on the phone, and he's like, listen, I'm running late. I have a meeting, blah, 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 blah. Then he finally tells her, like, you're molesting me.
I mean, what a bad choice of words. I mean, seriously.
Huh?
Come on.
Say what? You're molesting me. I can't deal with this. And then he promptly hangs up on her, and she, breaks out into the tears.
What we're not going to do is hang up on your wife. That's what we're not going to do.
I was going to stand up, but I didn't want y'all to see my sweatpants that I'm wearing.
I just stood up and y'all saw my sweats. What you're going to do is hang up on your wife, your whole wife. Now, child, David would be in the backyard, buried somewhere behind some neck like that. You can hang up on somebody else, but not your wife. Especially when I'm talking about my newborn child that your ass supposed to be at the house putting to sleep. Okay. And I'm earning coins on this trip with these heifers. I'm the one working.
That part.
Yeah. Richie, what are your thoughts?
the molestation thing was kind of weird to me. Like, I didn't really understand that. I got what he was trying to say, but I was like, how do you even make that reference with what you're trying to explain to her that you feel like she's doing? The other thing is, hanging up on a spouse or a partner or whoever you're talking to is probably one of the ultimate forms of disrespect that you can actually do. I think during my younger days, I hung up on a lot of people, right?
Remember back in the day with the old school folks?
Okay, right. I'm done with this conversation. Hang it up. But what's funny? As I've gotten older, I have learned that it is literally, it's probably one of the worst things that you can do, especially if you're in a relationship, is to hang up. Not to mention, spouse is thousands of miles away in a whole nother country. You know what I'm saying? And she's not with her baby, which is really what she is concerned about. So to me, it's like, to me, it's like, as a husband, particularly one who has just engaged in a whole cheating situation, I would think that you would be a lot more apologetic for any little transgression that you commit in the relationship, because really you have a whole lot of making up to do at this point.
Agreed. Yes, Rich,
very well said. Mm-hmm. That man's crazy. He was just probably had his hoes or whoever on the other line, or an appointment to get to a masseuse or whatever. And she was just I think he wanted to use the word harassing him.
Yes.
You're interrupting me. You're harassing me. I got things to do. And she should have just hired Eve full time to watch the baby 24/7 while she was gone, and just let Michael do what he does. It was unrealistic and silly for her to even think Michael would drop what he was doing, his shenanigans, to go tend to the baby. He's not going to do that,
My baby is so cute. Oh my God.
So cute.
So adorable. And so calm. I never see the baby cry or anything.
That's a good baby.
Yeah. Right.
Mm-hmm. Looking like his daddy. Okay, y'all, let's check on our folks. Let's see who we got on the live today.
Let's go. It's the roll call. It's the roll call. Tune in and let us know what's up with y'all. We wanna hear what you got to say. Who's on live with Richie, Monique, down in Monica today? It's the roll call. Roll call. Tune in and let us know what's up with y'all. We wanna hear what you got to say. Who's on live with Richie, Monique, John, and Monica today? Who on live with us right now? Tap in, drop an emoji if you know you about that action. Gotta go get it, ain't no time for relaxing. My family gotta eat, so I'm bringing all them racks in. She wanna get managed. Say no more, your ex is granted. No handlebars, watch me handle it. No pillow talking, don't be scandalous.
All right, y'all. Buffy's included in that roll call. We're getting that updated, y'all. Bear with us. Bear with us. Okay, y'all. So who we have in the building? I see Sweet Cookie in the building. Hey, Sweet Cookie. Hey. Courtney Giff. Hey, Courtney, the Diva Midwife. Hi, Diva. Thick Girl 40. What up?
Yes, thick girl.
I love
Little Mackie, Mountain Kitty, KQ, Erica C, CC Freak, Tracy, Heidi Black, Jamal, Shannon the Van, Sabrina, TLW, Cooch LaCream. I love that name.
Come on, Cooch.
Come on, Cooch. Henrietta. And we have the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Janice, EHC Bunny in the building. All right, y'all. Everybody's in here today. LaPortia, welcome. Thank y'all for being with us. You could be anywhere today, but you are spending your afternoon with us, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Monica, I have a question because I was reading the comments. I'm trying not to because the comment room is like popping, and I'm like, a few people said for us to talk about. Well, you might be going to that right now. How Robyn backpedaled in the hotel room with Gizelle. Were you about to talk about that?
Oh yeah, no. I'm gonna bring it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, girl, I'm gonna stop reading these.
I was just on time. I was just about to talk about that.
Okay,
yeah.
my bad. Let me stop looking at them.
Yeah, it's okay. No, it's a good point. Speaking of that, so it appears that Robyn is feeling a little guilty or feeling, she knows what she did. She knew she threw her friend under the bus. And she goes into Gizelle's room like the loyal lapdog that she is.
Oh, you going there?
Oh, yeah. The ladies commiserate over room service dessert. And, Gizelle pretty, you could see the embarrassment on Gizelle's face. Like, girl, you know this relationship's fake, but you're supposed to have my back.
Monica?
She said it in her eyes. Her eyes said it, right? And there's Robyn playing coy like, girl, I'm just reading Robyn's eyes now. I got to make my money too. I have to have a purpose on this show. So they, she apologizes and they make up, they kiss and make up. And that's that. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll say this. If indeed I had let's say one of my best friends was on a reality show with me, which I would never do. That I would have done that. I would have done the same thing, or I would have expected one of my best friends to come back later and do the same thing and say, "Hey, listen, you know what? I don't like that Karen girl, but she was right."
Right.
Now I'm sorry I had to do it to you out in the public like that, but you gonna have to open up yourself some too, girl. So I feel like she did the right thing ultimately. I mean, and I'm just trying to look at it objectively. Like, okay, I could receive that.
Sweet Cookie said Gizelle wanted to say, "Bitch, is you crazy going against me?"
Crazy. That's exactly what she wanted to say.
She did. But
when they put the lights off.
But at some point, the producers need to see Robyn's value, her worth. Right. If you just running behind Gizelle all the time, not saying much, not causing any drama, and then we're not even seeing her family. Where's Juan? Where's the kids? I'm not seeing any home scenes filmed in her home. Nothing. So what is she giving? She has to give something.
And all her scenes when she is filming at home, I fast forward. It's so boring. And it's just like with Juan and her, I feel like with Juan, he's just not that into her. He isn't. It's uncomfortable.
They should do more scenes with her running around being super mom with the kids.
Yes, yeah.
Do it because that's relatable. Or like taking the kids to Juan's team's games and being supportive wife and wearing the jersey of the team and like meeting with the other, like that's a lifestyle that some people aspire to. And there's nothing wrong with that. She doesn't have to go. Yeah, she doesn't have to go try to be Bethany Frankel and start all these damn businesses. Be you. You know what I mean? Like be you. Go support your man. And I'm married, but we all love to look at Juan. So go wherever you can.
Girl, that's right.
Get Juan in every scene. Take them adorable little children. Get your parents. You come from great family. Like we need to see that Black excellence, girl.
Right.
Why is she hiding her family though?
I don't know.
That's kind of strange to me because previous seasons we saw the kids, Juan, and she has nothing else, right? And to me, that's relatable. It relates to a lot of women out there that soccer coach moms pick the kids up from school. Like you said, even if she goes grocery shopping, we want to see it.
Yeah, I don't have kids. I would love to live vicariously through her to see all that. That's the life that a lot of women want, That's all adorable. Like, show us what you do every day, getting them ready for school. And, that's cute. That's good TV too. Everybody don't have to be New
Jersey.
Unfortunately, she has kind of downplayed the family life herself, even because you got to go back and think like a couple of episodes ago, she was like, I can barely remember one of my kids' names. So it's like,
I remember that. You're right.
So I feel like she kind of downplayed her role as a mom, even though we all know that's a big responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's feeling that peer pressure because everybody and grandma got businesses now, but that ain't for everybody. And everybody doesn't aspire to that. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's real.
A lot of people who want to see a stay-at-home mom holding things down. That's good TV.
Right.
We even get it from Wendy, of all people, who is supposed to be this, educated woman of the world, right? But we see her at home, we see her with the kids, and so I don't know. That's what I want. I want that from Robyn. She needs to give me something. So this was okay. This was a start. Her throwing Gizelle and pass the holy whore under the bus. I'll take it. It's the beginning, I'll take it. Okay. All right, y'all. So the ladies eventually all arrive in the lobby. It's the next day, right? And they're going shopping at the market. And during a cable car ride, Wendy says she is officially done with Karen. The night before, she said she had put a button on it. She fastened it up. But, the next day, just 24 hours later, I guess she went back to her hotel room, and she doesn't feel Karen has given her enough recognition for her accomplishments.
Oh my God!
She's done with her. She is done. Over her.
What does she want people to do? What do we have to give you a graduation ceremony for them? What is it? Do you want?
And what has she done with the degrees? Has she won a Nobel Peace Prize? Right. Has she, invented something? Has she cured, like Karen said, or whatever? Has she cured HIV? I mean, what has she done that makes her feel that this status, this recognition is warranted? What? Just going to school and getting degrees don't mean nothing.
Right. But it's just like, we recognize that you've done this, Dr. Wendy. Kudos. Let's all clap for her right now. So she can feel seen. Because she needs to feel seen. We see you. We appreciate your freelance work on MSNBC. We appreciate you. Okay. But move on. It's more to you than that. Right. You can't just be that.
Right.
I have 2 degrees.
Right. Ain't nobody bringing that up every 5 seconds.
Richie, I'm telling you now, for how long is the first time you said it?
Right. Because he don't need to say it. We can tell from when he speaks that he's very educated.
And by the way, Richie, you think you're doing something. I have 6. So
I got 6, baby. And guess what? I dropped the F out. I was making my vessels. Boom.
I drop.
Yeah.
Look, and here we all are.
Right.
How you
doing? She has 4 degrees. Karen has none, but yet she is striving to be on the platform or at the level of fame that Karen is on. So
correct.
Make it make sense to
how
me.
she came for Karen, talk about not near one of them. Like,
that
talking
was
to her because you don't know what someone's situation was. You don't know if they could have afforded to go to school, what happened in their family, what happened in their life. That really does not sit well with me. I have friends that don't have college degrees, and that does not matter. It doesn't mean I'm better than them or whatever. It doesn't matter, and I don't like that. That's not okay.
I told y'all she's an elitist bitch. That
You did.
Hey, listen, honestly, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Quiet as it's kept, I almost kind of regret getting that second one because I'm like, these loans. All right.
Right.
I could have been right here doing the same things, but
with 1 degree.
Okay, that one.
Right.
You better
or
speak
even
on that.
none. You don't even need
0.
Right.
Or 0.
Between Wendy and her husband, they have $1.5 million in student loan debt. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I got that too.
Don't come to me talking about 4 degrees and you got all that debt.
$1.5 million in student girl.
They're
Yes,
probably so happy
ma'am.
that there's a relief right now because of COVID, and they don't have to make them payments. They probably like
With the show, yeah, but
You know how much Monique is the minimum pay.
yeah. Does that logically make sense though?
No.
You got
No,
4
break
degrees.
that down. Break that down.
Your
Buffy.
husband got 4 degrees, but y'all on a reality show. This is the end goal. Make it make sense. Make some
That
sense.
don't make that doesn't make any sense. You
I
can
don't
get a
understand
scholarship. The hell there. No. What's up with the scholarship? You're so smart and bright. I'm sorry, but 1.5 million, baby, you need to call me because we got to do some call before you borrow. Reach out to me immediately.
I said this before. Hi, if you got 4 degrees, show me how you got them, and you ain't have to pay for them. Now that is something to brag about.
Right.
Correct.
That's an accomplishment.
Say that.
That part.
Monica, 1.5 million. That's a whole mansion.
Girl, that could feed a lot of hungry children in Africa. I mean, then I would have been impressed. Had she taken the 1.5 million and fed a village in Africa, I'd have been impressed. But
she can open
I'm not impressed with. I'm just not. Just in the words of Karen Huber, I'm not impressed.
Neither am I, honey. Not no more. 1.5. Girl, call me, please. I said I didn't like you, but baby, I'm here to help. We got to fix that, Jesus.
Buffy is the tax expert. Buffy is the finance expert. Wendy, call Buffy.
Yeah, we got to fix that. You're going to have to go teach in the hood or something. We got to get them relieved.
Oh my goodness. So the ladies, they sit down for lunch, a leisure lunch outside. Meanwhile, as she's pumping milk at the table, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Ashley is the best milk.
I love her.
I was like, what is going on here?
What is going?
She's the GOAT. She can pump anywhere, okay? I'm impressed.
Yeah, you best believe if I had baby, mine would be out pumping every single goddamn right. Yep. This is motherhood.
Is she gonna take that milk back to America? I don't.
Well, she can't pump her. It's gonna be leaking everywhere, child.
Oh yeah, well, pump and dump. I used to pump and dump. Pump and dump.
Yeah.
Fresh milk for my baby. Pump and dump.
Yep. Child, my cousin did it a year after she stopped feeding her child because she kept losing so much weight.
Oh,
I heard that word.
Plus, you can sell that milk on the internet. That's that magic milk. Clear eczema, everything.
Really? People really buy that stuff, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting. Interesting.
Rich.
So Miss Wendy is just fuming, right? Wendy is fuming. She's mad, and she's like, you know what? I'm gonna use this moment to unbutton the issue with Karen. Because Karen's gonna acknowledge my 4 degrees, okay? The way I want her to acknowledge it. Okay. And again, she's taking her to task for not acknowledging her degrees. Even Robyn's sick of it. And her talking head, she's like, when are we gonna finish? When is this gonna end?
When she paid them student loans off.
When is this gonna end? Yeah, right. Girl, because it's just a bit much. According to Wendy, while her degrees aren't who she is, sure, Jan, she is very proud of them, as she earned them during the loss of her father and the birth of her sons. Okay. Karen's like, you know what? This is how Karen's just brilliant. She's like, I'm gonna nip this in the bud. Wendy, I apologize for everything I said. I don't want you to feel like I don't, acknowledge your degrees, and you're a wonderful person. The end.
I live for Karen.
The end. Let's move on. Let's move on to some fun stuff. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Buffy.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm just laughing. I live for Karen.
Yes. Okay, so at the same moment, in the same breath, Karen's like, you know what, Gizelle, I don't want you to feel like I was coming for you. I was just coming from a place of friendship. I'm trying to have your back. Gizelle, they start to spar back and forth before Karen refers to Gizelle as Satan. She goes, would you tell Satan your business? Because Gizelle brings up, Karen, you're always guarded. You always hiding stuff. And she's like, no, would you share your private, most intimate moments with Satan? She was on point. She wasn't lying.
That part, Monica, that part.
Correct.
Gizelle then FaceTimes Jamal. And then the funniest moment is when Karen says, yes, we know Jamal lives in your phone.
Yes.
He lives in your phone, girl. Nobody's stupid. Let's dive into that. Buffy, what are your thoughts?
Yes, he lives in her phone. I love it. Nobody wanted to see Jamal on that phone. I'm also in love with the fact that she revealed that she is sleeping with the pastor. What in the church?
Fornicating.
Fornicating with a good pastor? Y'all ain't married. I don't even like Candace, but I loved her reaction when they said the sex scene.
I know. She's like, sleeping with the pastor? Shady little butt. Yeah, she let the beans out the bag. Fornicating with the pastor.
The pastor with a good pastor. Yelling at everybody else for doing it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh my goodness. That was something. Richie, what are your thoughts?
I think she thought she was doing something when she FaceTimed him. Like, it was like, oh my God, I have access to him. Let me show you. It's like, okay. That's what they all want to see. My question is he coming to the reunion?
Ooh. He ain't coming to no reunion. He don't even come see her, much less the reunion.
Thank you.
Now that will prove something.
Yes.
Maybe.
And after all the drama this show has caused him, bringing up the babies, the side chicks, this worked. I think he thought this would like change his image and it would show that he's a family man and he's just, Pastor Bryant. It made him look worse. Giselle,
the church is full as ever. I live in Atlanta. New Birth is packed. This show didn't help him. People don't care.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask a question without being disrespectful?
Oh, shit. I mean, shoot.
Okay. I gotta ask. Is it packed because the women trying to get with the man?
Yes.
Oh,
that's nasty. That is so nasty.
That part.
But people are attracted to powerful men. And
That's why I was going.
And we never know if cameras gonna be, popping up at the church house. He right. That's good for business, honey. All these scandals. It was brilliant. He didn't care about everybody in Atlanta already know about all his drama. He don't care about that. This is brilliant. Everybody's like, ooh, the camera's gonna be there. They dressing in their finest every Sunday at Wednesday Bible study, everywhere with their checkbook ready, honey.
Because if you think about it like this, I mean, we all saw him talk the panties off of Gizelle in the tiny car. So I just feel like we have seen his work, and somebody just in the chat just said he can preach his butt off. You add those two things together. Obviously, he got a gift or something. So something is drawing these women to him. We gotta acknowledge that.
Yeah, he can preach. He can preach. I've heard him preach. He can preach.
He can preach.
It must be.
He can preach his drugs off, but he can preach.
It must be the preaching because it ain't his looks, okay? And he must.
No, it ain't the looks or the height.
And diamonds, because I'm trying to understand how all these women are. His penis must be dipped in diamonds, and he must be able to preach. I'm trying to understand.
God, that's
Can I ask another question then? Okay.
Richie, you better ask them.
Ask whatever you want, Richie.
Okay.
Ask whatever you want.
I sometimes feel like, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like, a lot of times I feel like men are like visual, creatures, right? So men, we tend to look for looks in partners. And I know that's superficial, but I feel in my spirit, and I could be wrong, that women look for other things that are not necessarily as visual, like security. And that's a man that will make her feel secure, that might be, powerful in some way, shape, or form, that might make a good father in some way, shape, or form. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. So then he don't have to look good.
It's also true that it's very attractive to be the first lady of that church, and to have that prestige and respects in the community. I mean, you know, I can talk for years about church culture. I got an uncle who's a bishop that get in trouble all the time. Yeah. Okay. Yes, and he ain't cute, but they all line up. But my uncle can sing and he can preach, and women just want to be close to God. Right. It just is what it is.
Close to God.
As Amir would say, a main line to God. Yeah.
Main line to God.
The main line,
it's not really looks. I mean, of course, you can't be a ugly, fugly. You know what? Various women find attractive.
Different things.
Different from man to man. Right, but for me, it's a very highly intelligent man, a powerful man. If you're smart, I mean, like real smart.
That's how you get the
he does have the power. He does have the power part down.
He's intelligent too. He's manipulative.
My thing is this: you see the way he treats Gizelle. You know his reputation. So if you're dealing powerful or not, you know he's a sleaze bag. So if you choose, let's trust and believe, I need a man who's smart, who's powerful, who has his stuff together, and I also need a man who looks good, so I can just be able to look at you. But I mean, you know what you're. Gizelle is 50. She knows this is not a young kid. So the fact that women are still dealing with this man, despite all that, we gonna have to on you.
You was right. His penis is dipped in gold, clearly.
For you to put up. You never had a friend that had a fatal flaw. Okay, and she or he could be smart as anything, successful, but their fatal flaw be the people they choose in relationships.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. That's her.
That is definitely
her attire.
And we've seen it on the show repeatedly. Remember, she took Sherman back after Sherman dogged her. Then she's taking Jamal back. Her own daughters are telling her run. Yeah, that is her fatal flaw, and that is also why she is mean and nasty, because she is not happy. That's why she's attracting the wrong types of men, because inside she hasn't figured all that stuff out, and until she does, she's going to keep attracting the wrong men.
Preach. Listen to the
expert. Attention. This is the dating expert. Okay, you know what we're talking about.
I did the legwork for you. Okay,
book out in January.
Huh? Yeah,
book out in January.
One of the characters in the book is part of a first family that is scandalous. Okay,
y'all better go get it. Pre-order Amazon. Pre-order, yes, ma'am. I better go get that book because Monique knows what she's talking about. You can see the deep sadness in Gizelle's eyes, right?
You can.
And her behavior is indicative to what's going on the inside.
Yeah.
And all of this, let me prove to you, let me get Jamal on the phone. Every scene, every time the camera's on, she's calling Jamal. She called him earlier in the episode. He didn't pick up, went straight to voicemail, threw the phone on the bed. It was like, girl, come on. We know, like Karen said, we know he lives in your phone.
And their producer's messy as hell. Why they had to show that man didn't answer that phone on the first ring?
Goodness, their producers are so messy.
They are.
Okay, y'all. Let's get some callers on the line. Hey, Think Girl. Can you hear us? I don't think Think Girl, is your mic on mute? All right, we'll come back to you later, okay, hun? Hey, Plez. Hey, how you doing?
Hey,
pretty lady.
No, I'm here.
We can hear you.
Hey, how have y'all been?
Good to see y'all.
I know everybody has been good since Saturday. Okay, I y'all know I have my rundown ready. Candace is short and sweet. She's still her normal delusional self, and I'm fine with that this week. Monique, I was really glad to see Monique's talk with Karen because it showed how mature Monique is. She told Karen, look, you don't have to choose. Your relationship with neither of us has to suffer. And that's why I'm always here for Monique, because Monique is one of the few people on this show that has progressed beyond high school. Most are still stuck on high school level, and Monique has shown that she is actually a grown woman and is trying to better herself. Ashley, I really, again, love her honesty, love her transparency. I loved her showing how she was dealing with being away from Dean. But I got to get on my funky Dineva, Michael Darby. Michael Darby, you are not the person who is in a position to have a conversation about accountability. It really rubbed me some type of way when he sat there on the couch and said, "Oh, Monique's not going on the trip because of something she did wrong." And I'm like, sir, the same grace that Ashley is showing Monique is the same grace that you benefit from every day. If anybody should understand that, it's you, Michael, because she is being a good friend the same way she's being a better wife to you than I could ever be. I know we think she's playing the long game, but I wouldn't even be able to play the long game at this point with him because it's just too embarrassing for me. He constantly embarrasses her, and I can't do it. I felt really bad when she was just trying to get in touch with him and her child. And I don't even know if it's her and something he's done, like maybe that we haven't seen behind the scenes, but it's almost like she gaslights herself. She keeps making it her fault when it's like, girl, no, you didn't snap on him. You didn't go off. You were very calm. You explained. He didn't call and say he was running late. And when he said, like y'all said, molestation, I'm like, Michael, now that interrogated, yes, like use your words better. She was not molesting you. And again, with somebody with your background, you shouldn't be using those types of accusations all willy-nilly. Yeah. Robyn, as you all have said, I was glad to see her kind of step into her own just a little bit. Gizelle needed to hear that. And that's what real friends do, right? Like real friends check you when you're wrong. They do it respectfully, but they do it. And she did kind of backpedal in the private conversation, but she still said, look, friend, if we're going to give you everything that we have, you have to open up some more too. And that's just really what it comes down to. Yeah. Gizelle wants to pinpoint and, like Karen said, make jokes and make fodder of everybody else's life. But as soon as somebody brings up her, she is on it. She is defensive. She is ostentatious. Like she does too much. Gizelle, like I just said, she got so defensive with Karen. When she asked Ashley the most invasive question I had ever heard in my life. I'm like, how did you take this poom poom and somebody's actual poom poom? Like that is too much. That is not even my best girlfriends. If they don't openly share, I'm not asking them about their bedroom life with their husband. I don't I just wait for people to bring that stuff up to me. She asked the most invasive questions and then went down the line with each person's situation. And then when the table is turned on her, she's indignant and can't take it all of a sudden. Karen was on point as usual. Karen is the voice of reason. She is the golden child of this franchise, and I love her. She is the mature woman who shows security and is able to laugh and joke and even stop fighting when it's over. Did y'all see that? Yes. With Wendy? She just let it go. When Wendy was with all her, I put a button on it, he, patting herself on the back. Karen looked at her and rolled her eyes, because that, as grown women, is what we should do. Let people keep making a fool of themselves. You do not have to get down with the court jester, because that is what Wendy is. So now we're going to get to Miss Wendy. And since we were all talking about our resumes earlier, let me be the first to say I have 3 degrees and 2 law licenses.
You go, girl.
Wendy. I took the bar twice. Wendy sat in the bar exam 2 different times for 2 different states. And guess what? I don't announce it everywhere I go. because real professionals, doctors, I'm not gonna say real professionals, let me take that back, y'all. Excuse, but people who are securing themselves do not go around announcing what they do. You know why? It brings on unwanted attention. I do not have time for everybody I see to ask me, hey, I got this little legal question. Hey, I think this will happen. Hey, I owe a little money to the IRS. What you think gonna happen? Girl, I don't even do that type of law. And that's what you get. But Wendy, as Monica and all of y'all have already said, and Buffy said, needs to be seen. She needs to be validated. And I really hate that for her because she is a beautiful woman. She has a beautiful family. Wendy, I want you to watch this and hear from all of us. Girl, you have arrived. You've done it. You've proven all that you need to prove. You don't have to keep trying to do it. And I am very nosy. I'm a lawyer by nature, so I research y'all. So I looked up what these degrees are, right? She has a bachelor's. All of it is in political science, government, and then her PhD is in public affairs. Now, as we already talked about that debt, when you go get degrees like that, you need to have a career path ready to tackle that debt that you have. And unfortunately, sis, those degrees ain't going to yield you the type of return that you thought they were going to yield you. So you get right by getting on the Housewives because we're not going to be able to make money any other way because no one is coming checking for the public affairs specialist that you think you are. It's just not going to happen. Lastly, I just wanted to say, y'all, this really reminds me, her and her interaction with Karen really reminds me of like Nene and Phaedra back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Nene was the top dog and Phaedra came in, look at me. I know you. We're from the same place. Y'all, I can guarantee you, Wendy sat in that intake interview and they were like, tell us about yourself. And she said, oh, I have 4 degrees. And I sit on boards with Karen Huger, and it's like all of that stuff. As much as you try to say these aren't me, they are you. That's all you use to identify yourself. The story with her father, she should have led with that. Like that was a very sweet story and very relatable. But girl, we don't like you now, and so now you use those stories to play victim. Y'all, it's the same thing she did at the cabin when she ran off on Ashley. She came back with the sad story of my baby was premature. Nobody knew that. If you had shared that up front, it wouldn't have been so abrasive. We didn't know about your father dying. We didn't know about your struggle to get your degrees. All we know is you have the degrees. Y'all, Wendy, I promise you, she's one of those people that like order food and they say, who's gonna pick it up? Dr. Wendy Acefo, and then she signs the receipt. Dr. Wendy Acefo, BA, MA, MS, PhD. She signs everything.
Girl, you are off the chain. Don't hang up. Don't hang up.
My MVP for the episode goes to that shady airport chauffeur. I don't know if y'all watched him, but when Karen bumped her head, he was dying.
Plez, thank you. I'm going to put you in the backstage for a little bit. Plez, I'm going to put you in the backstage because the room is getting filled up and I want to give everybody an opportunity. Hang on because I like everything you got to say. Yeah, don't go anywhere, okay? Okay. I'm going to add Jamal to the stream. Hey, Jamal.
Hey, Jamal! He's on mute.
You on mute, Jamal.
Hey, sorry, guys. So real quick. So Wendy, I like Monique. I go back and forth. I like you and I don't
Jamal,
like you.
turn your volume up, honey. Turn the volume up.
How's that?
Much better.
Okay, so with Wendy, I like her. I go back and forth. So I get the 4 degrees. Okay, fine. But first of all, your student loan debt should not outweigh the equity of your house. I'm sorry. let's start there. Number 2, I mean, why get the degrees in something and you don't have a career path? Like, how are you gonna pay that debt off? I mean, Bravo Texas is not paying like that no more. They're not paying y'all like $600K as a first-time wife. You should have done better. Should have done better. Then, I mean, let's go to Monique. I love Monique, but I'm disappointed that she wasn't petty. What I would have done, I would have taken my money, gone to Portugal on my own incognito, rented the presidential suite, and then popped up on them at dinner and traumatized Candace even further. That way, you know what? Get your money's worth. Get your money's worth. Hey, you want to be traumatized? I got it for you. And last of all, Karen is just the MVP. Can we just give her the crown now? She's the MVP. She's bringing it every episode. She's handling herself so well. But she just seems so much freer this season. Like, so much weight is gone off of her. So much. And I don't know if you guys remember or saw like some articles, like before the season came out, they said Karen was coming for Gizelle. But we all recall, go back to season 1, her birthday party. They've always had friction.
Yeah.
Karen and Gizelle go way back. And this season, Karen said, I don't even know this girl anymore. Who is she? What's going on? So I think Karen's just sick and tired of it. She's sick of them coming for Ray all the time. She's like, you know what? Let's bring Jamal in the mix. Let's bring him on the show. Get him out the phone. Bring him here.
Get him out the phone.
Get him out the phone.
Get him out of the phone.
Out the phone. I mean, this man could not pick up your phone call. Come on now.
I'm surprised he answered in Portugal.
I know.
She texted him before that, said, you better answer this phone.
She did.
15 minutes.
She did.
I was like, she probably texted him, don't you embarrass me on you.
Exactly. But Wendy was like, before I go, I finish out with Wendy. I just need her to not interject at the wrong moments. Speak when spoken to. That's it. You getting paid to sit back and let them fight. Do that. Be easy. Get the easy check. And then when something relates to you, then you chime in. That's it. I need her to sit down. Or what we can do is we can get rid of Wendy and bring on Ivy. That's my ultimate dream. Love her sister. Love her sister.
Oh, love her sister. Yes. Yeah, love her sister.
Love her sister. Well, that's all I have, good people.
All right. Thank you for joining us, Jamal.
Anytime. See you soon. Bye.
Bye. Love. Take care. Bye.
Now, I will say this. I like that Wendy was shots. She was taking shots. I like when housewives drink and get drunk. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to say that in front of the baby.
But you know what, Monique? I think that was a setup. I think she wanted to encourage Karen to drink a little bit and get loose and talk about Ray and the taxes and paying them off.
You're right, Monica.
I just don't trust her.
You're right, Monica.
And Karen caught that. That's why Karen ain't drink the whole episode.
That's right. Yes. She caught it. I ain't gonna catch me slipping.
Because the last time I drunk in front of you helpers, y'all ran back and tell all my business. So I ain't finna do it now.
That's right. Y'all are right. Okay. Y'all be seeing stuff I don't.
I just want to say I'm starting to see the demise of the green-eyed bandits, and I am here for it. I'm here for it. Now, although Robyn always runs back and, she canoodles with Gizelle at the end of the day, she's starting to see the breakdown in their relationship, and Gizelle is too. That's why she called it embezzle. That's why she got called out in front of the group. I want to see next season if you bring Robyn back, because really I don't care. But if she's brought back, I would like to see her and Gizelle really getting into it. I feel like they're going to have a destruction like Candy and Phaedra. And maybe not as dirty and messy, but the way that the greedy one is eating. I'm sorry.
The baby's loving the tea. The baby's sipping that tea.
It might not be as messy, but the demise of it from them being so close to not fooling with each other, I think is probably going to be about the same. And the last thing I'm just gonna say, I ain't mad at Ashley for breastfeeding where you got to breastfeed, baby. Pump it. Pump it.
He's good at it too.
Right. That's all I wanted. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really good.
You have a great day. Take care of that beautiful baby.
I do beauty content, so I just recorded.
Great.
What's your page?
B Stoke Styling.
Oh, okay. Y'all need to check that out. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye. Bye, honey. Bye. All right. I'm gonna add Kristen to the stream. Hey, Kristen.
Hey, Kristen.
Hello.
Hey.
People people are coming
Hi,
in.
Sky.
Today.
Y'all looking fabulous, honey. Thank
you.
Yeah, girl.
I just got off of work, so I'm gonna make it quick as I ran in the door. Here's my thing on everyone. What I see, just as a viewer from the beginning to now, Gizelle is constantly pointing the finger. And you know what they say when you point the finger? One at them, four at you. And she has never taken accountability for her situation with Jamal, always running and telling and being messy. Even when she said, okay, I was being messy, but look what your messiness caused. Now you're really quick to say, oh, my girls have to do this and I want my girls to look up to this. But when they see you, there is a petty mean girl on television. Now that may not be you in real life, but that is the you that we see.
Yes.
It's a petty, nasty, vindictive so-and-so. And I'm going to just drop that there. Now, I think what Robyn is also seeing is what we are all seeing. Gizelle being petty. Gizelle just being messy for no reason, for her being miserable. And she has to be held accountable the same way she is holding everybody else accountable. Now, whether it's the taxes, we know Gizelle is going to have her issues probably next season with everybody stealing from the pulpit, allegedly. And all the child support and the baby mama sitting up in the pulpit, allegedly, in that front row, in DC and in Atlanta, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I don't want to get anybody sued. I appreciate small businesses. Allegedly, the baby mama sit in the front row at both churches. Then there is her Hue, every Hue collection that's been off the market since before COVID.
Canceled.
Really? Off the market?
Yeah.
That
It's
website has been
canceled.
down since before COVID.
The business is over. Yeah.
I did not know that.
There's no Hue in every Hue.
No.
You shady, Kristen.
Kristen, you got some tea today, hunter.
No Hue in every Who.
Who? Exactly. Every Who?
Ooh.
I can still buy Ladam fragrance. It may smell like an old lady, but I can still buy that at Bloomingdale's.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Like, that's a good gift for somebody's grandmother or a woman of a particular age. She can get it for one of Giselle's baby's moms. I mean, it's a gift for all. But I think Robyn has come down to realize this wedding is going to solidify her a next season. We already know that Ron pops the question at the end of this season. But what that does is solidify her for next season, because now you have a storyline of planning your wedding, and we can Cynthia Bailey her on out. Because you really have no purpose other than flying under Gizelle. And once Juan really sees you for who you are, as in you can't pay your bills and you can't manage your household, that's not allegedly, because that's facts. Is he really going to want to stay with you and stop cheating on you? Because if you lose $100,000 of my ball player money again, come on, clearly you cannot add. Budget out an accountant. I stay in my lane. My lane is medical marijuana. Her lane is not paying taxes.
You're so funny.
That was a good analogy.
Kristen, what's the name of your Instagram?
Yeah, your business.
I wish this was my business. My business is coming, but I work for Terra Vita Holistic Center based out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, medical marijuana.
Thank you, Pennsylvania.
Thank you for coming through for the election.
On my Instagram, on my YouTube, I'm Philly Diva. So Philly definitely brought that one home. That's what we do.
Y'all sure did. One time for Philly. Thank you, Kristen. You need to call back in some more often, okay?
I will do my best. I love you guys so much.
Love you too.
Yeah, good insight.
Bye, sis. I'm gonna add Lakeisha to the stream. Hey, Lakeisha.
Let's curly girl.
She got her post-it note.
Is that a post-it?
Just being Candace Jane.
Listen, I'm so happy about this episode because it was a little bit more comical and a little bit lighthearted. So you guys know I've already said I like the whole show for every character that's on there. I like Candace because she's a 12-year-old in an adult body. I like Gizelle because she's super messy and she knows she's messy. She serves a purpose on the show. I wouldn't watch it if someone messy wasn't on the show. I like Karen because she got the good comeback. Robyn. I like Robyn, but I don't know why I like Robyn. Maybe because I like her, but I don't know why. But anyway, Wendy, I like Wendy. I like she's coming on, starting. That's what you have to do. As far as I've seen, you have to kind of pick at the big dogs to kind of get seen. She's like a little chihuahua. She got to be seen. So I wanted to say, Monica, when I first seen you post the thing with her and Jermaine Jackson, I was dying.
That was
my God. I was like, is she saying her 4 degrees or her 4 edges? I don't know if you were counting the corners. I was like, Monica, the Wiz can be the messiest of all. But that was all. I'm just really happy that this episode kind of, became a little bit lifted, but it seems like now it's going to be back heavy next week because Ashley wrote the dissertation letter or whatever for Monique. And I get it. I mean, that's her friend, that's her homegirl, but I mean, she don't have any alliances or allegiances to Candace, and shit, I would write her ass up under the bus. I was like, she threw the knife at me. She came to my house. I would write her ass up under the bus. Like, I don't know. Candace, I do like Candace for certain parts. I had this moment of like feeling sad for her. And then she wouldn't let me have that. I felt bad for her. I was like, oh. And then she started talking about Ashley and her husband at the dinner. She's always fucking up shit. She's always doing something. Like, we can't even feel bad for you. So, I mean, like, I'll be okay with not seeing her next season. It's just too much comes with her. And when we got to see Chris is going to fight booty pincher. What's his name? Michael Darby.
Later in the season. Yeah.
I'm invested, so I'm watching and I'm invested. And I did tell you guys, remember it was a couple of episodes ago, I told you, and I was like, Ashley's smart as hell, and she's banking. I told you guys before it came out, I was like, Ashley was like, all right, go ahead and cheat. I'm gonna have another baby. That's another 0, another comma. Go ahead and keep cheating. So, but that was all. That was all, guys. Love you guys.
Good to see you again.
Love you too, honey. You have a great day, okay?
Same to you.
Bye.
Bye. I love her rotunda. Her rotunda.
Yeah, this gorgeous in there. Keisha has a beautiful house. From what I've seen.
Gorgeous.
Very nice. We're gonna take one more caller before we get out of here. Let's end this call today with Bernice. Hey, Bernice.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, Richie. Hey, Buffie. I've been laughing at your damn Instagram video.
Thank you.
I love you, Monica and Monique.
Love you too.
This episode, let me get this right. Let my speech teacher let me stop saying okay. I got a social degree, so I'm kind of intelligent. Okay. Wendy and her fofo ass got on my last nerve. Every time I try to like her, she do something stupid, and you on my shit list. You on my permanent shit list because you tried to check Grand Dame when saying that you buttoned it and everything. No, boo, you made yourself look stupid because the senior still had the last word. You ain't learned that yet. See, you still ain't reading the room, boo. You're not reading the room. Gizelle and this fake relationship. We know it's fake. Stevie Wonder can see it's fake. Come on now. It's fake. And when she's FaceTiming, like, here's Jamal, like, and Karen had a look on her face like, so I can do that. You're not doing nothing. Make him walk through that damn door in Portugal and say, I'm here with my baby. Okay. And Wendy, well, forget Wendy. Ashley, when she broke down crying and she said, I want to see my baby, I lost it because she really going through postpartum, and Karen is the only friend that's there she can talk to. She can't talk to any of the other women about this. And Wendy, even though she recently had a baby, you and your 4 degrees and your superiority, you looking down on these women, she can't even come to you because you're not relatable. Because you still stuck on, Karen got to give me my props for my 4 degrees. No, the hell she don't. You know, every time she start talking on those 4 degrees, I think of Big Sean and I don't fuck with you come in my head. Because you overdoing it. You're overdoing it. And Candace and her Post-its, if she don't get a contract from Kleenex and Post Notes, I don't know what is. Because if I see one more time when she cried and dapped them eyes, and her Post-its like, I'm okay, I'm okay. She hit you upside the head. That's all she did. Like a black girl pat. That's all she did, boo. That's all she did. Get over it. Monique is the grownest one out of all of them besides Karen and Ashley, because I admire her for saying, like, I'm not going to jeopardize your relationship with her. If you want to support her, you can support her. And it's that. Candace wouldn't have did that. Candace would have had a little temper tantrum and say, you can't be my friend, be her friend too. So, other than that, the show was a filler. Michael, little bitch ass, can go sit down in the corner. Because that's what he showed me. His name is Michelle from now on. He ain't Michael, he Michelle. Because when he said you molested me, you little bitch ass, you're supposed to be at the house. I'm in a whole nother country on the other side of the damn world. You mean your bitch ass can't be at the house by 7 o'clock? Come on now. If the blackness don't come out at Ashley, I don't know when but it got to for her to cuss his ass out and say, you gonna do what I tell you to do. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
But other than that, I know that it's backed up in the back. So love you all. See you next week.
Love you too, Bernice. Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Bye, Bernice. Bye, Bernice.
Bye.
Love you.
All right, y'all. Buffy, you have a special announcement to make. I'm so excited too.
So, thank you. I have a new YouTube page, Just Being Buffie. Yay! And our premiere episode will be this Sunday. And guess what we talking about?
What we talk about?
We talking about how to take your credit with a K and turn it into credit with a T. I am bringing in my good friend, attorney Brian Ponder, who I've used for over 20 years for all my celebrity clients and entertainers and ball players and politicians, because they credit be jacked up too before they come to us, quiet as it's kept. And we're going to give y'all all the tea that we've charged them hundreds of thousands of dollars for over the years.
Wow.
So come through, follow us. You know, the link, Monica was lovely enough to put it in the bio, and it's on my pages as well. And it's going to be fun. We're going to take questions live, and we're going to tell y'all what to do. It's going to be great.
Y'all don't want to miss that. I mean, listen, you're getting firsthand knowledge for free from the experts, right?
Yes, problem for you ball.
You want to get that credit? You want to own that mansion? You want to own that Tesla and that Rolls Royce truck? You need to get on Buffy's live Sunday.
And I'm also
Don't
going
miss
to talk
it.
to y'all about saving. Don't think that ain't going to come up.
How to save.
Yeah.
Get all your questions answered. All of them.
Yes. It's going to be fun.
Hi, Susie Orman.
Yeah. Well,
I know, right? Yeah. She really is. She really is.
Girlfriend.
Oh. Richie, what you got going on? So you interviewed Karen Huger, huh?
Yeah, it'll be up in probably about 15 minutes. So I just need to double check it to make sure everything is perfect. But let me tell you something. I didn't expect what I got, and she went in.
Okay.
Like
Well,
only
y'all-
Karen can.
Ooh, I can't wait to watch it. Make sure y'all check it out on Richie's channel. Richie, tell them how they can find you and where your channel is at and everything.
You guys can follow me all things at DJ Richie Sky, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
Monique, how can they find you?
Hey, y'all. IG at Cocktails and Confessions. You can find out all the appearances for the week, get some good dating advice, and then also on TikTok at Cocktails and Confessions. My website, Confessions of a Serial Dater in LA. And of course, pre-order your book, Reality and Chaos, on Barnes & Noble and Amazon.com.
Yes, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all pre-order. Several copies, not just one.
I love you guys.
Yes. And hey guys, y'all can check me out tomorrow. I'll be back here live at 8:00. And I'm spilling tea on Love and Marriage Huntsville with Tasha K. Y'all know Tasha K. And Funky Dineva.
Oh, that's gonna be
that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
They're those two. We actually, the three of us kind of like worked together. We broke the story, and there's some new tea that's being spilled, and we're collaborating to get it out, y'all. So tomorrow, back here on the channel, All About the Tea, 8 p.m. Eastern, we will be here live, and y'all can check me out on Instagram at All About the Tea. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. If you are subscribed, bang that notification bell and like the video, y'all. The likes help us out so much. Co-host, I love you guys. Hearts, hugs, kisses. Everyone that sent in a super chat, thank you. I'm sorry I didn't get to announce you all, but I saw it. Thank you so much. Moderators, thank you. Y'all do an amazing job controlling the crowd, keeping everybody in line. Everyone that called in, go ahead and drop links to your businesses, the folks that called in. We appreciate you. And teacups, y'all, I love you all. You're all amazing. Stay safe and be blessed. And enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.